hands down, this is the nicest truck I've ever owned. I mean, it is, I just got back from Las Vegas. I mean, this thing pulls like a champ. That new 10-speed transmission in there. Did not hesitate with a 32-foot trailer. Got like 9.3 miles per gallon, you know, going 80 miles an hour. This is the finest truck that I've had from them. And I also have a, you know, I have a Camaro that's pretty damn fast too, so that one's pretty fun. But as far as trucks, this has been the truck.
Well, I think that was always going to be, you know, that we were going to be partners and take over the business. I think she was just at a point in her, you know, illness plus her age. She was ready to get out of it, and we were ready to take over. And we'd pretty much been running the business for 10 years before that.
I mean, it wasn't like we worked for her. We were her partner. I mean, she was partners with her two boys. I mean, that, and we go back to this partnership deal. I mean, she never did treat us as if we were kids working in the business. We were her partner. She was a partnership. It was always a partnership. We always talked. She was the referee a lot, don't get me wrong. And before she died, she was definitely boss. She never really pulled us back with her reins. She let us develop this business into what we thought it should become. When we moved to this building, we had like 3 shelves, 3 of these gondolas. That was it. I mean, we thought we were going into, you know,
the whole store would fit in this little spot here, our whole inventory. So
it's really grown. Hi, I'm Reed from Ross Quinn & Gun here in Idaho Falls, Idaho.
And I'm Paul, Ross Quinn & Gun, Idaho Falls, Idaho.
History of Ross Quinn & Gun, well, it was a coin store that started in 1979. Our father actually broke his hip water skiing, and he was actually owned Ross's Hair Fashions downtown, and couldn't stand on his hip all day, so decided to open up a coin store, which if you work retail, you're on your feet as much as anything every day. So I do believe we started in 1979. Paul and I both started sorting coins years and years ago. I mean, we'd have a 5-gallon bucket. We have told this story before, but we'd sort coins during the big coin boom way back when. But that was where our history actually started. We started on a little store on Park Avenue, 365 Park Avenue, if I'm not mistaken. And we grew to another store over there. Paul and I actually bought this business from my mother after she was diagnosed with Parkinson's. I mean, we have to give our mother due credit. She comes into a man's industry, and people told her after, when our dad died in 1982. And so everybody's like, well, she's got to get out and she's got to, you know, do this and whatnot. Well, Paul and my mother, along with my grandparents, took this store and actually built it. And so Paul and I have been running this store for about the last 7 years together as partners. So we've been brothers, grew up together, had a good relationship. One of the best parts about having your brother in your business is that you have a partner that you can trust. The biggest challenge that I think any business has is going to be the competition. That would probably be the biggest hurdle. In the gun industry and in our industry, there is no exclusive. There is nothing that another store can't have. So you have price that will drive people in, or you have service that will drive people in, or you're going to have knowledge which will drive people in. My years, Paul's years, Mike's years, Jordan's years, I mean, we've talked about this before. There's over 125 years of knowledge right now in our store, which we think sets us above the bar with other people in town. If you have a question, typically try to answer that, or we can answer it. If we can't answer it, we sit together and discuss it. Our customer base is pretty broad. We have guys that will shoot shotguns, we have guys that shoot pistols, we have guys that will shoot long range, we have hunters, we have collectors. I mean, it's just not a business where you just are settling on one type of person. We've gone into long range, we've gone into some really high-end rifles. You know, not everybody wants to buy just an inexpensive. There are a lot of people that take pride in what they own. We've got some customers that just like to come in and just visit, and when they're visiting, it's just kind of like, hey, have you seen this? And then they buy it. So kind of a very unique business as far as how we go. It's a different business model. We would hope that we're a destination in Idaho Falls, but at the same time, we hit against some pretty big players that are out there. So as far as what we do, we really take our business knowledge of our product lines. We really study a lot as far as what we have. I think we work really well together. To say that it doesn't come with its ups and downs, I mean, that's with anything. But you put your business hat on, you say your 2 cents, and then you go on. But you can't hold a grudge in business when you're working with partners. And you work with family. I mean, it's really a family-oriented business.
Well, we've always done as a pawn shop too, and so in the pawn shop you always had used guns, and that's just graduated into something, well, what it is today. Long-range rifles, carry handguns, sport, home defense, men, women, kids. We have generations of families come visit us now for the gun business. We still do the coin business, but it's not as deep, I guess, as the rifle, handgun. The gun business is a lot bigger.
You know, I mean, we got a lot of competition in this town. There's a lot of stores, there's a lot of choices. People can go anywhere they want. And what it boils down to is relationships. As Smith Chevrolet really has been a good partner for all of us. I've bought almost every vehicle that I've ever owned through Smith's, and it's just a no-nonsense deal. You go in there, you meet with Jake or Nate, they give you a price, you make your deal, there's no haggling. I mean, it's just a done deal. I mean, they just take care of us, and that's what I like about our relationship with Smith. So this whole commercial thing started by a relationship with a company. My dad dealt with David Smith, and then we dealt with Woody and Stafford. Now we're down dealing with Cannon, and they're a family business just like we are. And that's really where the relationship starts. And we've got a lot of good car dealers here in town, but we've just been so happy with what Smith's has done for us. They take care of us.
Definitely repeat customers has kept us in business. Yeah, we like sometimes I see third generations of families coming in that we're doing business with. You know, we've done business with their parents and their parents' parents. I think that definitely keeps us going. I think what I enjoy most about the business is the interaction with the people, the customers. A lot of friendships over the years. I mean, been in business for over 40 years, and we've got people who've been coming in for 40 years, and we know their families, their kids, their grandkids. I just enjoy the interaction with the people.
But the best part of this business is that the friendships that we do get, and those come in.
Also the family, you know, get to work with my brother, my son. I mean, how many people can say that? I'd have to definitely say this new heavy-duty 2020 truck is the nicest truck I've ever had. I probably enjoy that more than any vehicle I've ever owned.
You know, I can't pick out like any one, but their business sense is pretty staggering. They're pretty smart when it comes to, you know, trying new things or making it profitable or how to market something or do something along those lines. They have a specialty with that for sure. Probably the learning side of it. I mean, honestly, that learning the ropes of things, and he's taught me more in business than I ever could have learned in a school. So, you know, the side of, you know, what it takes. You know, you make mistakes in business and it comes out of the checkbook rather than just getting a bad grade. It matters a lot more. Yeah, we spend, I mean, honestly, from August 30th to December 19th, we hunt for pretty much every single waking day we have off or waking minute we're not in the store.
Weekends, evenings.
We hunt a lot. I mean, we hunt 2 to 3 times a week with each other. You know, during September we hunt elk with our bows, and it's every weekend, every day off, and we spend a lot of time with each other in those times. So.
Just best of friends on top of being father and son, I think.
Right.